Realtor Ann listed seller Smith's home and filed the listing with the MLS. The property data sheet indicated the compensation Realtor Ann was offering to the other participants if they were successful in finding a buyer for seller Smith's home. During the next few weeks, Realtor Ann authorized several participants of the multiple listing service, including Realtor Chris, to show seller Smith's home to potential buyers. Although several showings were made, no offers to purchase were forthcoming. Realtor Ann and seller Smith, in discussing possible means of making the property more saleable, agreed to reduce the listed price. Realtor Ann also agreed to lower her commission. Realtor Ann changed her compensation offer in the MLS, and then called the MLS participants who had shown seller Smith's property to advise them that he was modifying his offer of compensation to cooperating brokers. Upon receiving the call, Realtor Chris responded that he was working with Prospect Pam, who had appeared to be very interested in purchasing the property and who would probably make an offer to purchase in the next day or two. Realtor Chris indicated that he would expect to receive the compensation that had been published originally in the MLS, and not the reduced amount now being offered to him, since he had already shown the property to Prospect Pam, and expected an offer to purchase would be made shortly. Realtor Ann responded that since Prospect Pam had not signed an offer to purchase and no offer had been submitted, the modified offer of compensation would be applicable. The following day, Realtor Chris wrote an offer to purchase for Prospect Pam. The offer was submitted to the seller by Realtor Ann and was accepted. At the closing, Realtor Ann gave Realtor Chris a check for services in an amount reflecting the modified offer communicated to Realtor Chris by phone. Realtor Chris refused to accept the check, indicating that he felt Realtor Ann's actions were in violation of the Code of Ethics. Realtor Chris filed a complaint with the association's grievance committee, alleging a violation of Articles 2 and 3 on the part of Realtor Ann, citing Standard of Practice 3-2 in support of the charge. During the hearing, Realtor Chris stated that Realtor Ann's modification of the compensation constituted a misrepresentation through concealment of pertinent fact, since she had not provided Realtor Chris with specific written notification of the modification. Prior to the time Realtor Chris began his efforts to interest the buyer in the listed property, Realtor Ann defended her actions by indicating that timely notice of modification of compensation offered had been provided to Realtor Chris prior to Realtor Chris submitting a signed offer to purchase. Realtor Ann also indicated that her modified offer of compensation had been bulletined to all participants, including Realtor Chris, through the MLS, in accordance with Standard of Practice 3-2, prior to the time that Realtor Chris had submitted the signed offer to purchase. Realtor Ann also commented that had Realtor Chris submitted the signed offer to purchase prior to Realtor Ann's communicating the modified offer, then Realtor Ann would have willingly paid the compensation amount originally offered. Based on the evidence presented at the hearing panel concluded that Realtor Ann had acted in accordance with the obligation expressed in Standard of Practice 3-2. Based on changing the offer of cooperative compensation in the MLS alone, even without the courtesy phone call, and consequently was not in violation of Articles 2 or 3. If you want to file a Code of Ethics or MLS violation against a member or stand up for yourself against a charge like Realtor Ann, contact Tri-Counties Association of Realtors at 909-594-5992.